Hello everyone, this is Mayan J, and today the purpose of this video is to show you a review of the DOOGEE DG2014. I got this phone from Shenzhen and it took about 5 days to arrive. Just to go around the device, here at the front we have what it appears to be the menu button, the home button, and the back button. On the side we have the power button, and what I like is that this part of the phone is actually made of metal, and then it has a metal support from inside, and these screws, they actually come off, and this piece comes off easily just in case that one of your buttons come defective or something goes wrong. You can always replace it very easily. At the bottom here we only have the microphone this time. On the right side we have the volume rockers up and down, and then we also see here the same build as the other side with the metal frame. On the top you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and then we have the charging port slash data port. On the back we have an actual 13 megapixel camera with the LED flash, and then I don't know if you guys can see this, but here we have some sort of symbols. I don't know if they're Chinese or what they are or what that even means. So that's a good question right there. At the very bottom here we have the DOOGEE logo. It says connecting people and the world. Here we have the loudspeaker. Now what I do like, it has this little two bumps right here. That's when you put the phone down. The back doesn't get exposed here to the surface, so it doesn't get scratched. I also like the texture of it. It does pretty well with fingerprints, as you guys can see. So that's great, for those who are concerned about that. Then here on the inside we have a dual SIM, dual standby device. You can also put in TF cards in case you want to upgrade it. Now what I am impressed about is that even though this battery is 1750 milliamps, it does hold very well. One of them is the MTK6582, is as powerful as the MTK6589T, but this one saves a lot more power. And also this device has a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels. So just because of that, it helps it save a lot of battery, and I get a full day with it. That's playing games, using the GPS, the camera, and whatnot, and it did last a full day. So I was very happy about that. Okay, now just to go on the operating system and the system specs. This device has Android 4.2.2, is not 4.2.9 as we saw on settings, and I'm going to show you that right now. As you can see, it shows here 4.2.9, but that's actually fake, so I don't know why they did that. It could be a system error or something that maybe they didn't notice, but that's not actually correct. It has 1 GB of RAM, it has 8 GB of internal memory, it has the, as I mentioned before, the MTK6582. It is quad core, and then I already did the Antutu test and I got a pretty good score. I believe I got almost 17,000, and I'm also going to show you the system information. So we're going to go ahead and retest it and see how it does. In the meantime, while this is taking place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weight the device, and I'm also going to measure it so that you see that this phone is actually 6.3, but only on the edge. Then on the middle part it's going to be like about 8.2, just about. And this phone is about 138 grams, as you can see down here. So it's not really that heavy, and it's not that light either. And then here I have my little famous ruler, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Right now it's set up to millimeters. So let's try to grab this without interrupting it. And here from this side, oops, let's see. I don't know if you can see this, but it is about 6.5 actually. It's 6.5. Now on the middle part, it is a little bit thicker. It is about 8.1. Okay, so there you see that the device, it is technically called 6.3, but that's only in the edges. Now when the phone is laying down, as you can see, it does look very, very thin. So I do like that. And I also like the fact that on viewing angles, it has great colors. As you can see, it makes it almost look like if it was 1080p, but we know that this device is 720p. Also here on the Wi-Fi, it does no different than any other device that I've had. It's actually pretty good. It's just that my Wi-Fi router is all the way in the back of the room. So that being said, I only get about 2 bars. Okay, so the test has completed, and here we got the score. We got a 17,228 So as you can see, the device did very well. And then we go here to devices information. We see here that the brand is DOOGEE Turbo DG2014. The OS is a little bit retarded there. Here we have the MTK6582 CPU with a resolution of 1280 by 720. So pretty much everything else seems to be correct, including the front camera, which we have a 13 megapixel back camera and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. So on that side, at least they did not lie about it. Now another thing I'm going to test now is the camera. It did pretty well. If the focus was a little bit better, the camera on this phone would have been perfect. So I just want you to see this footage and let me know what you think. Hello everyone, this is the camera test on the DOOGEE DG2014. And as you can see, the camera is pretty good. I believe that the software needed to be modified just a little bit for the focusing. But other than that, I think it's a great camera, and it is actually 13 megapixel. So there we have it. Alright, so that's the camera test, and as you can see, the camera did pretty well. Now, as I mentioned, the focus needed to be a little bit better. So now, next thing I'm going to show you is the GPS test. Alright, so here we have the GPS test on the DOOGEE DG2014. As you guys can see, it is locking the signal very fast here in the top left. And the great thing about it is that you don't need any modifications. And I'm also going to do a GPS test from inside the house. And then also, as I mentioned, I'm going to test the GPS. So we have here GPS test. And we're going to test it from inside the house so that you see that the GPS does lock the signal very well. And here we already see that just by opening the application, the GPS test opened up very fast. And I'm getting a great reception. And if you see here on the left side, it shows that it already locked the signal. Okay, so that's it for the GPS test. And now next thing we're going to do is we're going to test the Bluetooth. Here I have my little Beats by Dr. Dre. These are the replicas, so we're going to go ahead and turn them on. Let's go ahead and put it on Bluetooth mode. Now we're going to go to settings, Bluetooth, and we're going to search for devices. Here we see the Beats pill. Let's pair it to it. Okay, and as you can see, it has connected. Now next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to audio profiles. I'm going to go here to general, voice call ringtone. Okay, so I had turned it off already. So now this is the speaker on the device. It is quite loud. Okay, and now I'm also going to play some games, some basic gamings here. So I have, I believe I have Temple Run, and I also have Hill Climb Ride, and I have Flappy Bird. So let's try Flappy Bird and let's see how good I am when recording. The best score I've had is about 44 so far on this device. So, I mean, the gaming on the phone is pretty good considering that it is a quad-core device. It never gave me, you know, any issues playing 3D games. I'm not a big heavy gamer, as you guys can see. I just like some basic games. You know, my main thing on the phones are cameras, you know, GPS, because that's what I use the most, and also the browser. And I'm always concerned, you know, if it's going to support 3G or not on the AT&T networks or T-Mobile networks as well. So here we have the browser. And I'm going to open here youtube.com. Okay, and as you can see, it loaded very fast. And I'm also now going to turn off the Wi-Fi so that you see that I'm getting 3G on Straight Talk. And I'm going to kill all the tasks. And I'm going to go ahead and test it with speed test here. Let's see, where's it at? Alright, and now we're going to open it. Begin test. The best I had was a score of 11 megabits per second. So let's see how it does now. It's doing about 6. I'm also going to show you the previous results so that you see that sometimes it does better than other times. Now, what I did heard is that H+, you know, I think I've been mistaking this for quite a long time now. I thought that was just basic 3G, and it goes by different categories. H plus is actually like 4G. So I didn't know that until the other day that I was searching about what exactly H plus was, and then it said that it is an advanced type of 3G. So that was definitely great to hear. And then as I mentioned, I'm going to show all the results that I've had before. And as you can see down here, I had a test and it did 12.11 megabits of download speed. And here we have the messaging application. Here we have the quick menus such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS. You can pretty much do everything here, including the brightness. You can set it up for the max. You can put it low, or you can put it on auto mode. Now this device also supports OTG, I do believe, but now I don't have it. I don't have the little piece. It actually broke, so I can't test it right now. What I do like about this device is the price. I think it's very affordable. Now what I don't like is the fact that the camera did not do so well with the focus. Now I do believe that there could be a software update on that, and I didn't like that it showed that it had 4.2.9. But other than that, I think it has a very nice design. It has a nice screen, and I think this phone with a better customized ROM, it will have much more advantages. But now, so far, it is a great device, especially for those on a budget. The calling on it is very clear. Never had any problems with it. The battery, you're going to get about a full day of battery life. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. Comment below, subscribe for more, like the video, and have a good one.